Welcome to Autoplay's video tutorial for building live leads, custom recipient lists, and scheduling follow-up. Autoplay's live leads emails allow dealerships to remarket to leads captured via the sales pipeline. For a lot of dealers, they're only converting about 40 to 50% to test drive and 20% to sale. The Live Leads tool helps dealers retarget the 80% of lost leads that are potentially falling through the cracks. So how do we get started with creating a Live Leads email campaign? You need the right email template and the right role management set up on your account. If you haven't done so already, email support@autoplay.co.nz with your request. Step 1. You can choose to display between 3 to 15 vehicles on your campaign, and a video needs to be built for each of these listings. This process is actioned on the desktop app only. So let's go to the left-hand side menu of your desktop app, select Listings, and proceed to the car of your choice. Let's double-click into that car. Now, on the top here, you've got a menu option represented by 3 horizontal lines. Let's click on Listings and then select Rebuild MP4. Let's select Yes, we do wish to rebuild a video. Do be aware that each video can take up to an hour to render, and once this process is completed, you will receive a confirmation email. All the required videos can be selected to render at the same time. Let's go to step 2. Let's review the threshold set to automatically create a follow-up for the customer. This too is actioned on the desktop app only. We're selecting Settings, Sales Pipeline Settings, and Live Lead Settings. You will note that Autoplay would have already set the threshold for you. Double-clicking into that. Now we've set the type as a Live Leads Follow-up. The campaign we've set as a Live Leads. All this is for easy tracking and reporting later on. You can choose whether you want to use the recipient opening the email or viewing a video that prompts a follow-up. We recommend setting a threshold of 3 video views to make sure the follow-up is being generated on leads that have a reasonable amount of interaction with your email. Step 3. Now for the exciting stuff, the actual building of the EDM. This process can be completed either on the desktop app or on the iPad. As we go through the process, I will highlight areas of difference on the iPad. So let's go on the desktop, left-hand side menu, Emails, and let's select Live Leads. You will see this takes you through to the dashboard, showing you a summary of all Live Leads campaigns that have been created. You can clearly see the number of customers the campaign has been sent to, how many have opened the email, the number of times the listing videos have been viewed. And to create a new campaign, simply click on the plus, Create Live Leads Email. Now let's have a look at what this looks like on the iPad. On the iPad, from your home screen, let's click on the menu option and let's go to Live Leads. Here too, you're taken to your dashboard, which gives you a summary of the previous Live Leads campaigns that have been sent out. And to create a new campaign, let's tap on the plus. Now back to the desktop. Let's set up our email campaign. So follow-up settings, we can select to follow up our leads that come through from this campaign manually, or we can select that the system automatically creates follow-ups based on the threshold that we set up earlier. I will select manual for the purpose of this demo. Email template. So you will have your email template clearly labeled Live Leads. Now let's go through subject line. So that can be whatever you want to appear on the subject line of the email that the customer receives. Message. Again, this could be whatever body of text you wish to advertise or display on your email campaign. Let's save these fields. Now at this point, you can select to email to an uploaded contact group. However, you do want to maintain the link with the leads you have created within the last month in the sales pipeline, and you can do this via the Build Recipient List. At this point, you get to really target your customers. So let's look at type. You get to select lead or prospect. Now, this prospect is only available to certain autoplay customers and may not be relevant to you. So we're going to select lead for this demo. The date range, well, we recommend focusing on leads captured last month or this month rather than sending to a large database that cannot be realistically managed. Source, so you can choose from multiple sources. I'll select Trade Me. Again, with campaign, you can select multiple campaigns. Test drive. So has a test drive form been completed on the lead? Appraisal. Has an appraisal form been completed on the lead? Progress. So this is your road to a sale. So you may decide you only want to market to customers who've got to a particular stage along the road to a sale, such as test drive. So if you're not using the sales pipeline form, such as the test drive and appraisal, and you want to select one of the road to sale items, such as test drive, do note this will create a list of customers currently at test drive stage only. You wish to capture customers that have done a test drive but have progressed further, tick the rest of the progressed items. Okay. You may also choose to target leads that have been closed as lost. And you can select a reason, such as maybe price or delayed purchase decision, especially if you're running a sale at the moment. As you can see, you can also choose to target customers that have leads created against specific makes and models. Okay. Now so once you've built your recipient list, you can click on View Recipient List, and this will show you the customers that you're actually going to email. You can choose to print this list if you like, and this will send through an email report to your inbox. Now that we've built our recipient list, let's go and select our cars. So under Listings, you will see that red plus sign. Now you have already gone through, selected your cars and built the videos, and you will notice that the only cars displayed under this setting are the cars that have a video built. So simply go through, select the cars you require. Now we suggest selecting multiples of 3, as the email campaign displays the cars in multiples of 3 in a row. And there's your cars. To move any of the cars along, just simply use the arrows. Now let's see what this looks like on the iPad. Let's select the campaign that we're working on. Just tap into it. Building the email campaign on the iPad is very similar to the desktop format. The only difference here being in selecting the cars. At the top, you have a car icon. Let's tap into that. That will take you to your stock inventory displaying only the cars with a video build. To select a car, I am simply tapping on the car of choice, and it'll pull that car through, as you will notice. To remove a car that I've added in by mistake, simply tap and hold, and I tap on that X and the car will be deleted. If I wished to change the positions of a car, I tap, hold, and drag the car to where I wish it to display. Now back to the desktop. So you've done a great job building this campaign. Let's take a preview. So your campaign will display your dealership logos and represented brands. And when the customer views the video, let's click into one of those videos. It is derived from the photos you have taken of your listing, and the preset slide out transitions are pulled from the data you have entered for that listing. Now, once your customer has had about 24 hours to view your campaign, let's check the results. To check the results, we go back to Emails and Live Leads. Select the campaign. Now you will see a Results option. You will see next to the customer name a chevron. If we click on that chevron, it takes us to the customer history, where you will see details on any previous leads that have been attached to this customer, along with any appraisals that have been done. Now, has the customer got any open or closed leads? Let's click on the chevron next to lead. It'll take you right into the lead information and let you see exactly where they're at with that lead. Number of video views. Let's click on that chevron. So we can see here very clearly which cars the customer has been interested in and the number of views for each car. Now at this point, because we are manually following up, let's send some of these leads through for follow-up with the sales team. You can choose to do this two different ways. So you've got a bulk select option here. If we click on that, you have the option to select recipients that have opened email or viewed video, in which case it will automatically tick those for you. Or you can choose to single select. And then you can create a new lead. As you will see, it is going to automatically be assigned to the original lead creator or prospect owner. And we recommend you do this because it really does encourage the team to continue to load their leads into autoplay. You can, however, select another member of the team to send the lead through to. The date for the follow-up defaults an hour into the future. The type, live leads follow-up, we recommend you leave it as such. Campaign, you can select live leads. Listing, you can select one of the listings from your campaign, and then you can click on Save. This will automatically send the lead into the dashboard of the original lead creator. Now you have this pop-up box that appears and informs you that you have created one new lead. You have created 0 follow-ups on existing leads. However, if the customer has an open lead in the system, a follow-up will be created and will be displayed under the Next Actions menu of the lead. Now let's see what this looks like on the iPad. So back here on the Live Leads dashboard of the iPad, let's go to the campaign. At the top, the results option is represented by the icon of a graph with a magnifying glass. Let's tap into that. Here you will see the 2 leads that have already been created and the 2 that are awaiting action. Again, if you wish to bulk select, you've got the icon here with a double tick. Let's tap on that, and you can select if you wish to select recipients that have opened the email or viewed the video. You can also simply tap on a single lead and choose to create a new lead by tapping on the plus and create new lead. And you will have that same pop-up box as we saw on the desktop to select the parameters to create a new lead or follow-up. As you can see, follow-up is incredibly easy. You don't have to chase your sales team, as these leads or follow-ups will automatically appear on their dashboard, which is their digital diary. You can also see under the Action Taken column here which leads have been created and which customers still are yet to be followed up on if it's a manual follow-up. And simply by clicking on the chevron here next to New Lead Created, you can check exactly where your sales team are at with each lead. If you scroll further down under Next Actions, you will see the notes, and let's tap into those notes. Very clearly, it'll identify the type as live leads, the notes identifying exactly where this has come from, and as we scroll further down, you'll see exactly which cars the customer has viewed and the number of times they've viewed each car. All this making it very easy for the salesperson to follow up with the customer. We wish you the greatest success using Autoplay's Live Leads campaign. If you have any further questions, email support@autoplay.co.nz.